Oh, wait a minute. I don't like that. Hold on. Don't like that. Kick William Lockett off. Anyway, I didn't get it right this morning. Boogie with the Bull, Monday morning caffeine. William Lockett is here with me. Randy Rhodes is here with me. Hopefully, you're here with me. And we're all over Facebook. If you like it, share it with a friend. If you don't like it, share it with a friend and tell me why. And maybe we'll make you happy.
Kind of sounds like a rash. We're all over the place.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, I can see Randy Rhodes is having a lot of fun this morning.
Randy Rhodes is in a lot of pain today.
Randy Rhodes is in a lot of pain. What about you, William? Are you in a lot of pain?
A lot of pain is pretty much constant, but that's okay.
Okay.
Because, you can deal with that, and it gets better.
Pain comes with age. If you think you're old, you'll feel old.
Truly. Well,
anyway,
sometimes.
But anyway, we're here drinking coffee and having fun this morning. We're live on the Dave Glovin profile, and we're live on the Boogie with the Bull channel over on YouTube and anywhere else we put it today. I don't know where we will put it today. But gentlemen, what do you have that you want to discuss today?
Oh, I don't have a whole bunch of stuff. Thanksgiving's coming up, which is amazing.
Yes. What are your Thanksgiving plans, William?
Oh, I don't know. We got 2 or 3 different dinner invites around town. There's we were thinking about doing like little game hens and having a miniature Thanksgiving, just ourselves, but then going around and kind of sampling everybody else's stuff, saying hi, catching up.
Yeah.
You know what's sad? At least in my situation, you know, I'm much older now, right? And my wife's parents are gone. My parents are gone. Our grandparents are obviously gone. When we were younger, my wife and me and the kids are just small. We would get up in the morning, not have to worry about making our own meal because we had 2 sets of parents to go to. And it was a point of who do we go to first without pissing off the other one, right?
I think we decided. Randy is back. Randy is back from his brief disappearance.
You did it.
Randy Rhodes is back.
So who do we go to first without pissing off the other one? You know, because we want to be you to come to us first. So we worked that out, kind of, sort of. You know, one year be my parents, next year be her parents. But we would go, empty stomachs to the one house, fill up, spending an hour or two, and then the guy go, and then go to the other house, and we fill up again.
Yep.
And by the time we got done, we were rolling into our house, and we're back right into bed, and we fell asleep. Now it's opposite. Now it's my son and his family, and he gets to go to 2 or 3 houses without having to worry about cooking. So they're coming to our house on Thanksgiving. The downside is my wife and I were raised traditional. Thanksgiving was turkey. Christmas was ham. New Year's was pork and sauerkraut because of being Dutch. Brings in good luck for the year. No, we can't have that because we have to make sure the family's happy. So we're having fried fucking chicken for Thanksgiving.
Well, the Quartermain family on General Hospital, I believe, has pizza for Thanksgiving. And
I've heard
always,
of that. I've heard of
and
that.
always has. And I think it goes back to Cook asked for Thanksgiving off one year. And then I think Edward decided that Cook would have Thanksgiving off every
Wow.
year to
That is
be,
so sad that he
be
knows
with.
the names of the actors on soap opera.
I do. Well, I do because, and I'll tell you why. I mean, I became a General Hospital fanatic when I was in the hospital once, and I think I was in for a week, and I don't remember exactly but I got tired of watching all the medical shows. You know, Medical Center with Chad Everett, and I think Robert Young, and you know, listening to Squad 51 emergency going out on paramedic calls, and listening to it all and hearing it all, and just said to the nurses, I don't want to watch anything that is medical. And I think someone said try General Hospital, so I did. The two soap operas that were on before General Hospital, because it used to be All My Children was on, and then I think One Life to Live was on, and then Oprah Windbag was on, and then I think General Hospital came on, and that's just what I did. Now where ABC is and NBC are one day behind, meaning for us because we have Peacock and we have ABC on demand, that you watch whenever you can watch. What do you watch, William?
Right now I'm watching a ton of stuff on Netflix. I just got through watching all of that Wednesday show. I got through the Cyberpunk anime. I got through Vinland Saga. I got through Trailer Park Boys. I got through. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of stuff lately.
Yeah. I caught something yesterday on Netflix that was a Jeffrey Epstein movie that I think was made in like 2022. And
Really?
I wanted to watch it. And as soon as the credits ended, the opening credits ended, I said, nah, I'm going to put on something else that's not serious. It's not going to freak me out. So I ended up watching Blacklist.
Nice. How'd that go?
It was an episode that I've seen about 10,400 times. And I think I just wanted it on for noise.
Fair enough.
Then when the cat came in and joined me, I wanted to put on a Jackson Galaxy, but I didn't want to put on anything that was going to freak out the cat.
Right.
And I couldn't find anything. So, and I ended up freaking her out anyway. She was on the couch. I got her off the couch. She was playing with a mouse. She kicked it too far once, and I guess jumped over it.
And went on her bed.
Went down the hall to her room, and I figured, okay.
Nice.
So we're still learning how to be cat guardians, as Jackson Galaxy would say.
Well, they tend to, like I said, I think I told you this about 2 weeks ago. We have 7 cats, and I won't tell you how we got them, but they're all rescues. We had them for a couple of years. I came downstairs, and we had this. I don't drive anymore, so the garage is void of any cars. So we turned into like a spare room, and it has a side door that goes right to the outside. So I came downstairs one day, and I'm sitting watching TV, and I'm freezing my ass off, and I can't figure out why. So I get up to go look. Here, the freaking side door is all the way open. And here's the one cat, Serena. She's the older cat. She was there kind of looking. There was the second cat. So I quickly slammed the door. I screamed, The door was open. Get a head count. Count the cats. Find the cats. And we went running throughout the house. Found 6 of the 7. Couldn't find the 7th. My daughter's in tears. And we thought, oh my God, Orion got out. And here I finally went upstairs for the 3rd time and looked in my bedroom. We have a cat tree. And there the cat was like,
Yeah, napping away.
We've had that happen with Agnes.
So we could have had a catastrophe, but that just goes to show that those 7 cats love us.
Yep. But we had that problem with Agnes one day that I just couldn't find her. And I had pushed on one of the doors and it popped open. So I was going, maybe that happened. And she, thank God she's chipped. If we had to use that to at least try to find out where she was, because she was an outdoor cat before we got her. But every once in a while, what I've noticed is that she'll walk outside of the room that she uses as her own room and will just, even in a friendly way, just start howling. And she's not mad at anybody. And I just wonder
Saying hi.
what she's saying.
You ever see those commercials where they have that device that supposedly turns your cat or your dog's meows or barks into actual words? Do you think that's real, or just someone making words to go with the sounds?
Jackson Galaxy said there are 100 things from cats that mean different things. So I don't know if that's anything true or just meant to, sell TV shows. He'd really like her because she's not mean to anybody, even people that she doesn't know. She's not mean to them. She's just a curious cat. She's very shy when she wants to be. She'll run away from everybody and go hide. But she's black. Yeah. And if she closes her eyes,
oh my God,
cabinet, you can't see her.
They disappear.
Yeah.
Or what's even worse is at nighttime, and it's dark, and they open their eyes, and all you see are these yellow beams looking at you.
Well, I could deal with the yellow beams looking back at me, but it's like you open up the door to the cabinet that she likes to sleep in the most, and you look in there and you can't see her.
Yeah.
So you spend time looking around the rest of the house, and then it's like you go back and you open up the door and her eyes are open. You're looking at you like, hey, dummy, I've been here the whole time.
So, William, do you have any pets?
Yeah, I got a long-haired Chihuahua. She's adorable.
Oh, yeah.
Wait. Yeah. Wait. I know what Chihuahuas normally look like. A long-haired Chihuahua?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's a long-haired, deer-headed Chihuahua, so she's got the longer head, and it's not bulging, and her eyes don't stick out. She doesn't shake quite as much, and fortunately, she doesn't really shed that much. So,
one thing with them is, as I understand, they live a pretty long life.
Yeah, they can. They can live up to, I think, almost 20 years.
20, I think 21 years and still going strong with one barber that I met here in Florida. She said he pretty much just sleeps and eats and then goes back to sleep, and that's about it. And I kind of figured, at 247 years old, however old they really are,
when your body starts falling apart because of your metabolism,
and they're funny dogs too. They're
adorable.
Really,
she's fast. She's like stupid fast. And then, like y'all were saying, when she blends in with stuff, she's the perfect shade of brown. So she blends in between the couch, the chair, the floor, and the stairs. Yeah. So she can like curl up somewhere. We have no idea where she is. We'll be looking around the house for her.
When we got to Florida, she just wanted the bed. That's all she. That's all she wanted. She just wanted to be on the bed all the time, and she'd run around with Lola, her sister, who was a cat, and Lola passed away. Then Delilah, about a month, passed away, and I started thinking, well, maybe it was sympathy because they had been together so long that Delilah thought she was a cat. I think anyway.
Yeah, it can throw them off when they lose a pack mate like that.
Yep. One of the most scariest things in the world I've ever seen. Lola, who, might talk to me every once in a while, but really didn't come down with anything important, would, came down and rubbed along my legs and talked a little bit and then went over and laid down, and that was it.
So, do you think J.D. Vance and
We keep picking people off today, and we're not even touching anything.
and
So
Kiera is having a let's get together kind of thing?
I didn't hear what you said, Randy, because I
Something about JD.
just noticed that William had been kicked away. So I want to hear it again.
That's hot.
That I didn't want to hear.
You
I
got
wanted
the
to hear I did want to hear what you said as an active participant in the show. I did want to hear what you said, but I had noticed that William had popped off the screen, and I swear it wasn't me. I didn't push buttons that made it happen. I may have to go look for something other than everybody else tells me OBS, but I have reasons that I won't use OBS.
So what I was saying was, do we think J.D. Vance is cheating on his wife with is her name Kiera? Kiera?
I doubt it, but
Charlie Kirk's wife.
I personally doubt it. I personally doubt it. I would like to know if Erica is with someone, because I don't want anyone to be alone. But
no, I think it's too soon.
It's so kind of new.
I believe that a woman or a man should wait at least, at the minimum, 1 year before going out and dating again, because it's just shitting on your your dead husband, dead wife's memories. My personal opinion.
Yeah. Okay. I personally don't.
You hear that, Claudette?
No. Well, Claudette and I have already signed a pact that says when you go, I'm going to move in.
Oh, okay.
Or we're going to move in. So I don't.
Well, we got extra bedrooms.
I'm teasing.
We're in a 4-bedroom house and only 2 bedrooms. My daughter, I mean, she loves her baby dog Finn so much. He's a big white golden, and they get to be huge, and he can jump up onto a sofa, and back down with no problems. But the beds we have the extra size, box spring and mattress. So this is huge, right? So if you get a nosebleed getting in the bed, but so it's too high for him to jump up onto the bed, and she won't get that step ladder for him. So she sleeps on the floor with him.
Yep.
That's not me. No, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I like my bed. So anybody in the comment section, would you sleep on the floor to make your doggy happy, or sleep on the floor to make you happy? Let us know.
I wouldn't give up my bed to Agnes, but I would make room for Agnes if she came in. I don't think Agnes wants to come in. Maybe come in and check what's going on in that room and walk out. At night, she's all over the house if she gets the chance, just because she's a cat and it's fun to be out and about. So I don't know. Like I said, outdoor cats are funny because you can see them look at the door, and it's like, well, if I let you out, are you going to come back?
Right.
And if you don't come back, I'm going to be sad. We're going to be sad. We're going to,
Truly.
They become part of your family.
Oh yeah, yeah, obviously. Now we have of the 7 cats. Um, uh, the one that has uh, fallen in love with me and is, I'm her daddy. Is Sonata. Cora, uh, she wants love and affection on her terms only. Otherwise, she just exists. Kendo, he could care less. He's happy he's got a warm house. Um, Serena, she is my cat only because when you pat her and show her affection, she loves it. But then I think she gets too overexcited and she starts getting her fangs come out and her teeth and her claws come out and she starts playing rough. And I got thicker skin, right? And my wife, if see now the problems with him. See, for the past couple of broadcasts, Dave,
No, today,
he was your
today it did.
guest.
Today I will say yes. Today it did in fact.
That's weird.
It did in fact kick me off, but I was on my Facebook page looking to see if we were live on my Facebook page, and we weren't. But now we are. So I'll blame it on.
Stay away from your keyboard.
I will blame it on Restream. I won't blame it on Comcast right now because I'm very happy with the service that we get from Comcast. So,
Yeah,
but
fair enough.
it may be Restream. It may be something else. I don't know. It could be settings on this laptop, which I love.
Yeah, it's weird. I have a Comcast business because I got many years ago when I stopped working my full-time job and started having to work from home. The company said that your internet server cannot have your internet servers cannot have call waiting, call forward, and blah blah voicemail and so forth. So I had the package with Comcast, right? So I had all that. So I had to have the job. I had to switch to Comcast Business, and Comcast told me that if since I was staying with them, there'd be no cancellation fees. So I switched. Well, they lied to me.
Yeah.
So I have this huge cancellation fee that I have not paid and refuse to pay. So I'm locked into this Comcast contract because I have 9 devices I use, and to maintain integrity, you have to have this particular plan. So it's $200 a month.
Yep.
But the problem also is that Comcast has the competition locked out. I can't get any other company into my house, into our neighborhood because of Comcast's, contractual agreements with the township and so forth.
You can't do Starlink?
Oh, he got booted. Well, wait a minute. Hang on. Randy's back. So I don't know. Maybe it is our fault today. It could be It could be a problem with Comcast. It could be a problem with Restream. So I don't know.
There he is.
There he is. But it could be a problem on my end. I don't really know. I apologize for it, Randy. But it seems like
don't know hasn't bounced out yet is William. What's that tell us?
Oh well, I haven't bounced out either one of you, but I'm noticing that both of you are getting bounced out. So unless you listen to Restream and there's a problem with this app or that app that they use, that I don't know what to tell you. Cat Coon is watching. Good morning, Cat.
Cool. Hi.
We're glad to have you watching. Anyone else is welcome to watch. And okay, it's about 24 minutes. We have been doing this Monday morning. Whoop, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
So, the what's it called? Something disclosure, open disclosure. No.
Yes.
The show, the movie about the UFOs in Congress came out yesterday to select theaters across the country. You can watch it on Prime Video if you're willing to pay $29 freaking to rent it.
Nope.
And I'm thinking to myself, nah, I think I'll wait a little bit. But the big takeaway from that whole thing is the fact that you have all these politicians coming out finally saying, yes, we have flying saucers. Yes, we have the bodies from those spacecraft. Yes, we have communicated with them. And yes, they live with us. Um, so it's finally starting to come out saying what we all knew to be true, but for some reason, you know, it's being kept from us as a whole. And what they're saying is that the reason why this is being hidden is because, first off, Russia and China also have their, captured ships and biologicals, as do we. And it's a point of this is why we have all these special weapons coming out that look like flying saucers. Um, the other thing too is that the companies who were making building these supersonic, these super planes and so forth, don't want information yet now because they want to retain the secrets of what they're finding by what's it called, reconstructing the ships and so forth. Um, I still, I said this on Davis the other day. You can't tell me that you have this alien species A, and they send out 1,000 ships, and only 900 ships come back. You can't tell me they don't wonder what happened to the 100 ships, and then find out that 50 of them have either been shot down or crashed on our planet. And why haven't they come to seek out revengeance?
That would be a fun story.
I often wonder if it's the 50 that made it were really the 50 that were supposed to make it, and the rest of them were empty and crashed anyway. That's how they got rid of their old ships. But
this is dope our garbage on planet Earth.
Well, you put 950 old ships, crash them on Earth. I mean, we were the garbage planet for everybody else. So crash the garbage
for it.
Crash the garbage here while you said the actual.
Well, Alaska has been a pretty good. The state of Alaska has been pretty active lately with sites of UFOs and so forth. And supposedly there's this city in the Antarctica.
Well, maybe they're coming back to take William home.
Antarctica's on the other side of the planet, but
are they taking you? Are they coming to take you home, William?
I highly doubt it.
We don't know about.
I'm having fun with Acoustica down here. We're just fine.
Yeah.
They're coming back for Elon Musk.
Why? He wants to go to Mars. So
yeah.
Maybe they're going to help
coming
him.
back for somebody who's still here.
This could be true. I mean,
right.
I'm kind of the belief that if they ever admit to all of the truth that they need to tell us, they're going to be in trouble, because somewhere in the truth, John F. Kennedy is still alive. John F. Kennedy Jr. is still alive. Elvis is still alive. Michael Jackson may be still alive. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because there's probably a lot of debt to Sony Music that he owns.
Right.
But, these people are going to be, found alive. Or maybe we're going to find out that no one ever dies. You just go someplace to a better level than where we are. And,
yes.
And you get returned back. But what do you think, William?
I don't know. My mom always told me that if aliens are real, we don't have to worry about it because there's nothing we could do to stop them anyway.
That's true.
Is this true?
So I really don't worry too much about aliens.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that's a valid
Hey,
point.
I'm looking at your jacket in the back there with the reflective tape.
That one. And there he goes.
And there he goes. Because he brought up the jacket. because he brought up the jacket with reflective tape on it. He got booted off the program.
Uh, uh, we don't talk about Fight Club.
Yeah, we don't talk about it.
No,
Go
well,
anywhere. No, that I'm kidding.
what
We don't
was
talk about anything.
what I was going to ask was, you should be going into your dark season soon, right?
Oh yeah, we're there now.
I don't know. I don't know if I could. So, how many months of darkness? Darkness is that?
Until like March.
Wow. I
Yeah,
don't know if
it starts getting darker until about December 21st, and then it slowly starts getting lighter, and we start gaining like 5 minutes of daylight a day
Well, I don't know if I could do that.
I don't know
until
if I could do that
eventually
either.
we have like 21 hours of sunlight in July.
Well, that I could. Well, no, I don't even know if I could do that either.
It's pretty weird. It's like getting off work after working all day and then realizing it feels like it's noon.
Yeah, that I don't think
Yeah.
I could do. I could do either because trying to go to sleep while it's sunlight is difficult if you have to go to sleep for a long period of time.
Yeah, because the sun will come through your window at about 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh,
But it's fun. I like it up here.
Yeah.
One of the really cool things you get to deal with.
I hear it's beautiful. I do.
Oh yeah, way. It's like living in a postcard. It's expensive and it's
Well,
not without its sacrifice, but it's awesome.
But don't your salaries reflect the expense of living there?
Mine does. I've been working at this job for a little over 14 years, and I'm making almost $20 an hour. So yeah,
That ain't much when you look at California. They want $30 an hour. Don't they? In New York.
not for working at a fucking grocery store.
Oh, okay.
yeah, David Nofar brings up a valid point that maybe Randy, some of those crafts that came were not shut down or
Yeah,
I guess were shot down or crashed.
well, he's right because
only intact and functional.
Yeah,
So
I was
it might be how they presented them to us.
I was just watching an actual news, believe it or not, CNN News, and they were talking to this senator, and they had on this guy who said that they recruited men, pilots, into this program to learn how to fly these ships, and it shows them actually, what they had to go through to eventually learn how to fly the damn thing. And they actually did fly the ship that they're admitted to around the circumference of the Earth. Now, they didn't say anything about flying out into space with it, but it took months and months of these men learning how to first lift the ship off the ground, and then actually to get it out of the hangar, and then to balance it to where they could fly. So Dave Nobody's correct as far as the we do have some intact, and it's very possible that these alien species are giving us the shit to bring us into a time frame where they can actually come and talk to us on equal levels. And it's sort of like Battlestar Galactica. You guys remember that TV show?
Yeah.
I missed that one.
Oh, you gotta watch it.
I didn't like Battlestar Galactica. I was all about my Star Trek.
Oh, you watched it? Okay, you gotta watch Battlestar Galactica, at least the final season of it, because Earth was supposed to be like the 13th colony, the lost colony, right? And of course, the remnants of the human race is trying to find that lost colony to finally put feet on the ground and actually start living life again outside the spaceship. And they actually arrived and found Earth, and they finally start very slowly integrating their people into regular life on Earth, and bringing with them certain pieces of high technology to certain companies to make use of, so that they can start getting take advantage of the high technology. But yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe that's what these alien creatures are doing. They're giving us these pieces of parts to make us, close to what they're like.
I
And
want to
who?
jump. I want to jump and be professional for a moment, but interrupting Randy was not being very professional. I wanted to say that Cat Coon said, "You guys have a great day. Early morning appointment. I will replay a bit later." Thanks, Cat,
Well,
for coming in. I really appreciate that.
truly.
And your homework assignment is pass it to 10 friends and have them come in on Wednesday. That's what we're trying to do. Just pick up more and more people. I'm not sure how we go about it. I don't know if it's talking politics. I don't know if it's just talking like we're talking right now. And we'll just see. Or we'll just
We
do
shall
it
find
anyway.
out.
See where it goes. You know?
Do you guys ever watch
Or
those?
Rumble under William Lockus. Maybe he'll take it and post it on Rumble, and we'll be over there. I haven't figured out how Rumble works yet, so I haven't figured out how a lot of things work. There's this thing called the monopoly of Facebook threads and Instagram. I haven't really figured out how the Instagram part works, but I have figured out how how the threads part works, because all of a sudden you'll pop up on threads and I'll be going, I didn't go live on threads, but all of a sudden it's there. But anyway,
Well, yeah, because some things on Instagram you have to watch through threads. So I joined threads, and here's Dave Glovin. Follow Dave Glovin on threads. So okay, I'll follow Dave Glovin on threads.
yeah.
I'll probably regret it, but okay.
Well, over there, I hide myself as Boogie WT Bull, which is Boogie with the Bull, and most people deny that they know Boogie WT Bull. I deny that I know Boogie WT Bull, but Rumble I couldn't figure out because they told me I was live, but then it wasn't live, so I don't know.
Yeah, Rumble's a little tricky, but it's still a growing platform.
X told me I couldn't be live, but then X told me I could be live. I could just retweet. I could just retweet my broadcast and be live on X, but then they told me I couldn't do that because broadcasts can't be that long. Or a post on X couldn't be that long. But I don't know. I just have fun, and we're everywhere that we can be. Anywhere. I don't really worry about it.
Over on YouTube, I had a whole bunch of videos that are all gone now because they instituted this thing. They're no longer keeping your videos. They're just letting them stay for 2 weeks unless you want to pay them. So I went to go take this. Oh, yeah.
Did they actually do that? Because I got no notice on YouTube that they were going to start doing that. And the last time I checked, there was stuff on YouTube going back years.
I lost 40-something videos on YouTube.
I honestly don't know. Because if they did that, there might be decisions made to leave YouTube. But because when I first brought YouTube into it, it was to be able to share, but not share from Facebook.
Right.
And if they're gonna start limiting the time you get on YouTube, then I might have to,
I don't know. I was they just sent me this notification, but I went on there the other day to try and download this video I streamed from some gameplay, and I couldn't even download my own video. They wouldn't let me do it. I could see having it so you can't download other people's video because that's stealing content. But if I posted it and it's right there in my menu of videos that I've uploaded, why can't I download it?
But yeah, they always had that so that you could go onto YouTube and you could take the link and you could post it anywhere, and
Well, I can still share it. I just can't download it. Like if I wanted to make modifications to it.
Oh no. That I don't know if they ever actually allowed that. But the only reason that I brought YouTube in is, like I said, I needed a place that I could store the old boogies and share the old boogies, and it wouldn't be sharing them from Facebook, because there were some places that said, no, Dave, you can't share from YouTube.
Right.
Or no, excuse me, they said you couldn't share from Facebook.
From Facebook.
So I needed the place. So I don't know. I try not to worry about it. They're no longer like, or what, or what. Okay, wait, I'm trying to read.
Yeah, your stuff's all there from like 7 years ago.
Yeah, but yeah. Well, no, we've been doing it for about 5 years now.
That's not your video.
No, there was another Boogie with the Bull that I think left, and it wasn't anything like us. And there was another Boogie with the Bull that wasn't anything like us. So I don't know. And they say that imitation is the greatest form of flattery. So if there's someone over there doing parodies of Boogie with the Bull, I'm flattered. But
thank you for the effort.
Michael Anthony says they no longer like or want information being kept or to be published publicly for long ones of time, because many really do try to do the research. And that's true. That's true. But also I have to defend everybody who gives us a limited amount of time, because it is very expensive to have the storage space. And the amount of storage space they would have to give us, you'd have to pay for. And these companies are all in business to make money. And if I was in business like one of these companies, I'd probably want to make the money too. Which is not true, because I'm not here to make money. I don't sell you coffee cups. I got one in the box. If you want it, it's $20. And I'll put your address on it and I'll send it to you. But that's the joke. We don't sell mugs. We don't sell racks of T-shirts and all this other stuff. Phone changes, all my typing. Oh, okay, yeah. There's something going on, because Randy and William have been booted several times this morning, and we're not doing anything that we're talking about anything really.
It's not very graphic intensive either. It's not like it's pushing our machines.
We're not talking about anything that should get us booted this morning. We're just talking about reality. I mean, I still think after 40 something years on the internet thingy that if I could, I would launch a website and see how it goes. My problem is I don't launch that website because I'm afraid, not that it will fail, I'm afraid that it will go off the wall. And I don't have the equipment and the personnel to deal with that. I don't want to be told that, you need to be a major corporation, because I really don't want to be a major corporation. I can't afford $14 billion to buy TikTok, and I'm not sure I would spend $14 billion to buy TikTok. If you keep hearing that Facebook, because of the rumored meta monopoly on the internet, is maybe told by the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, they have to sell Instagram and WhatsApp. I'm going to say this, and I'll probably get kicked off of every Meta-owned board. WhatsApp is the biggest piece of garbage that I have seen, because not only does it ask you for access to like everything on your phone, it takes access to everything on your phone. And if you're like me and you have people on your phone who you don't want bothered about joining WhatsApp,
too bad.
Well, I think if I bought Instagram and WhatsApp, I would make some serious changes.
I would shut them down. I'm
not worried about knowing everything. So I'm not out to be an Instagram. I'm not out to be a WhatsApp company. To Instagram, yeah, there are some changes that I would make the fact that, if you're a Democrat and you hate everybody, then maybe WhatsApp isn't for you. I go on Instagram because I read in the notifications that 100 people liked something I wrote. So I read the 100 reactions, and then I make a reaction, and then I get yelled at again, and 200 people responded to something that I wrote. I had one that 10,000 people responded. Most of them were Democrats, and the funny thing about it was they hated what I wrote.
Hey, whatever.
And I think it was me saying that Rob Reiner, when he was on Twitter at the time, because I think it was Twitter, I don't think it had become X, said that if Trump won the 2020 election, he would set himself on fire. And I went ballistic about it, because think about what you just said. If somebody wins the election, you will set yourself on fire. And even if you have no intention of setting yourself on fire because that person won, how many people that saw that set themselves on fire because he won?
One, as far as I know.
Well, one is too many, as far as I am concerned. Come on, Boogie with the Bull, and yell about how you hate Trump, because I'm trying to not yell anymore, but I'll tell you why. You hate Donald Trump because he's building something in the East Wing of the White House, which presidents have done for 150 years and not used tax money to do it. And you're Chuck Schumer, who's saying, I'm angry at him because he didn't ask for tax money. Chuck, you asked for $1.5 trillion of tax money, and we didn't give it to you.
Yep.
To me, we're angry about some things. We're angry about stupid things. And maybe there's a gray line where we should be angry.
Speaking of angry about stupid things, how y'all think about that MTG situation?
Oh, I think she's just crying because Trump made mean words for her. But, I had said on, I think it was on Dave's broadcast a couple days ago, where I'm starting to worry about Trump now. And I know I said on the one show I got nailed for it. I understand.
You did?
I understand Trump. Yes, I understand.
Was it me who nailed you?
No. It was someone else. But I understand that Trump has done a lot of good. Yes, I will never deny him that. But recently, his decision factoring makes no sense. I'll give you a couple of examples. Okay. Initially, he did not want to release the Epstein files. No. Marjorie Taylor Greene starts going on a rampage, and that's okay. You release it, I'll sign off on it. So now all of a sudden he's for that, okay. And then in the process of doing that with the Epstein files, Trump calls her a traitor because she wants the Epstein files released. The thing with the mayor-elect from New York, he was against socialism. He called the guy into his office. I thought he was going to give this guy hell, let him know where things are going to lie. But it comes out and it's all happy, honky, hug, everything's fine. Yep. And then the thing with Russia and Ukraine, he comes out with this 28-point treaty that I said on Dave's show, and it looked like Russia was getting everything.
Right.
Now, a day later, now he's changing it to where Ukraine's going to get more than what they would have done originally. He's back and forth. He's wishy-washy.
Why can't they, if there's something to trade off? I mean, if you break bread and you agree on what you agree with the other side, that's fine. Then you work on what you don't agree on. But like I said in that broadcast, it just seems like Russia and Ukraine were going Nuremberg, for lack of putting it better, but like you had said, Randy, they're going Nuremberg on Ukraine and blaming the whole 20-year operation on Ukraine. And if we funded it for 20 years, we're part of it. So where's our penalty? There's no penalty on us. There's no penalty on Russia. And it's like I said, Ukraine's got to have now 600,000 troops. They can't go above 600,000 troops. They can't have nukes. They can't be NATO. They can't be part of the European Union. Who the hell are they supposed to talk to protect themselves? And what if NATO decides that, hey, we want to bring them in? That's just where I am. I'm sorry I went on that rant, William. How do you feel about it?
I don't know. I think Ukraine has had its share of troubles for a long time. If you look on YouTube, you can go back to 2014, 2013, and just witness their royal rumbles that were their politics. People going in, throwing chairs at each other, beating each other up, turning into a big old scene. Then we put people in place over there, and then Russia put people in place over there, and they had a little fight politically, and then all of a sudden Russia's taking Crimea because they decided to have a vote over there to see who in Crimea wanted to be Russian, and they found out that people wanted to be Russian in Crimea, mostly for the pipeline, I'm guessing. But then they moved in and had a military parade and took Crimea, and then everybody lost their shit, and it's just escalated ever since. I don't know why the fuck we're funding this. I don't know why we're throwing all of our resources behind it. It seems like an issue that other nations might want to worry about, like Poland and Hungary and, nations that are close. I don't know.
Yeah. It's like Randy says, why give them a missile that they have no idea how to use, that other than aiming it at Russia and sending it to Russia?
No, we don't do that. We give them all the training for their drones, for their missiles, for their missile theater defenses, for their whole shit. It's the same kind of training we've been giving the Taliban for years.
So if we're giving all these bad people...
Well, it's not that. I didn't say that. I said, here we are giving Ukraine this one, I don't know what the hell it's called anymore, but it's one very special, very powerful missile that can go deep into Russia. And to me, Russia would have every right to attack the United States because we are essentially at war with Russia. We're just using Ukraine to do it.
Yeah, I've been saying since the beginning that this is nothing but a proxy war.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Is it really Ukraine fighting a war with Russia that the United States doesn't want to have with Russia?
We're just too lazy to go over there and do it our damn selves.
Well, it's more than that, I think, William. I mean, do you really want to see the United States at war with Russia? Because it may be the end of wars as we know it, because both countries are going to unload on each other.
Well, we know so long as humans are alive, there's going to be wars. But it would be nice if we didn't go to war with Russia, and it'd be nice if everybody started getting along and coming to the table. But so far, Trump's the only one that's ever said anything about Russia getting back into the G7. And if you're not going to let Russia sit at the table with the big boys, Russia's not going to play nice with everybody, which is why they're doing deals with North Korea and China and India.
And in the meantime, they want to strip everything they do with Ukraine.
Right.
They don't do anything with Ukraine because Putin decided he wants to put the USSR back together.
Or whatever he decided.
Well, okay, you can't blame him because look what Trump's trying to do. Trump, I think he's backed off, at least for now anyways. He wanted to buy Canada. He
still wants to buy Canada.
He wants was Greenland. And he did get the Gulf of Mexico name changed. He wants to go after the Panama Canal. So he's doing the exact same thing that Putin's doing, just that for some reason, not everyone's all upset about an American president doing it as opposed to a Russian president doing it. I've seen videos lately with the different countries like Canada, Australia, England, going out in the streets protesting their governments, and they have people, reporters talking to, like, this is one British guy. He's begging president to buy England, and to make it another state because the government is turning its back on the citizens of the country and turning it over to the M people. And they're tired of it. They want their country back. And I can't blame them for that.
You know, what if we found out, seriously, what if we found out the M's are not as bad as everybody seems to be told?
No, I disagree with that. Now, okay, there are I would say this: there are good Christians and there
Okay.
are bad Christians.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter what your religion is. Okay, you're going to have the good and the bad. My problem is with a government. Let's use England for because that's the biggest one right now that's doing it, turning their backs on the citizens and allowing the M people to come in and by like Biden did by the millions, taking over these towns that once were owned by English citizens, and to allow them to live life there like they did with the countries they left from and said it was so bad. They're using Sharia law. They're allowing the men to have 5, 6, 7, 8 wives. They're living off of the government. The government's paying for all their kids, all and so forth.
Yep.
They have their call to their religious meetings over loudspeakers, but the Christians can't be on a street corner talking about the Bible, but their Muslims can. I mean, you can't move into a country unless you are in the process of invading it without guns and to make it your own country. And that's what exactly they're doing. They're turning England and other countries into what the country they came from. And they have beheadings. They're killing people. They're stoning the women for what they do that they consider to be wrong. You can't have the smell of bacon and so forth because you can't have dogs. I mean, I'm sorry. You left your country for whatever reason. You came to mine. You're going to live the way we do. You're going to accept our values, and you're going not doing. But what they're doing is smart. They're getting into politics. They're getting into the schools, and they are winning elections like what just happened in New York. And they're going to eventually start taking over our country.
Or let us know that that's what their plan is, and we're going to go to New York, and that's when the war is going to begin. I wanted to key in on Joseph Rapper, who says, I love Trump. As for the Democrat Party, John Fetterman should be the leader of the party. John Fetterman is in an interesting position because I'm starting to think that it's not John Fetterman. It's someone else acting as John Fetterman and maybe being reprogrammed by the Democrat Party. I don't know. As for Marjorie Taylor Greene, Trump and MTG all of a sudden don't get along. I hear rumors that MTG is thinking about a run for president.
Yeah, I heard that too.
2028. Will she beat JD Vance? I don't think so. Could she be a JD Vance vice president? Possibly. But if she's going to have her eyes on being president the whole time, no. It's funny to read memes all over Facebook where Trump says she's a nice person. She just thinks wrong all of a sudden, and I'm not going to support her in 2028. And politics is politics. I just don't want to be part of it. Plus, as far as Trump bought Mamdani to the White House for the same reason, maybe Trump and Mamdani have something going on between them, and maybe we're not going to like it. Maybe New York is going to get changed. I don't know. I hope not, but maybe it's going to get cleaned up, and Mamdani's going to get it handed to him on a silver platter, and he's going to take it. I know that his planned tax increases came down, no, I'm sorry, from Governor Hochul, who is also a Democrat, who said, no, I'm not signing tax increases in New York City. So I have a lot of interest in seeing what happens in New York, what happens with MTG in Georgia, what happens with everybody, everywhere. People are seeing some differences in Trump when he took over. But the funny thing here is that in 2028, Trump is not the president, can't run for a third term right now. And I don't know. What do you think, William?
I don't know. I know that MTG has been there and has had his back, and I don't see why he's labeling her a fucking traitor now all of a sudden, but that's okay. These spats happen, and it just reflects more of the fractures that have been happening in the MAGA movement. Yep. So, yeah, I don't know.
What about the sedition Democrats? Did they actually do it? I mean, by saying you don't have to follow any orders, did they actually do it? Should they be put on trial?
Well, yeah, they did that back in 2016 when everybody said, okay, just here's a manual on how to slow down your workload so you bog down the system. And that was put out throughout the federal government to be able to resist fucking whatever Trump wanted to do.
Yeah.
It's silly. And the Democrat Party has been dying for a number of years now. And this is just all fallout from a thrashing swamp monster.
Yeah, the problem, as I see it, again, when it comes to politicians doing what they do, it's, specifically the Democrats, I've not seen, and I probably will never see until maybe before I die, any politician of value actually being, going to jail. Look at Comey. Look at the supposed screw up of the jury, the grand jury thing fiasco. They're saying that the entire grand jury didn't see it, so therefore it's a non-void. Oh, we're wrong. They did see the whole thing. Yeah, they did see it. But now it's beyond the time served. So now he's probably going to walk away from what he did. I don't. We live in a country of laws, but if you find the right person, you find the right 150-year-old law that's going to help you, you'll never win because always be, we got to hit, no, we found this one over here, we found this law over here, no, this judge didn't do that, the intern didn't do her job right, or the judge called the lawyer up and talked to him privately, and that was, they shouldn't do that. There's just too much going on. I don't see any Democrat going to jail or losing a job for the things they've done. And I got to jump off. It's after 11 o'clock. It was great being here, guys. You take care. See ya.
Next one is Wednesday, and you're welcome to be here for that one, too.
Okay. Oh, well, tomorrow, Tuesday at 7 o'clock p.m., it's going to be United Fire Eaters broadcast, panel of 7, talking about the South and the only thing about the South and what's going on with the South. If you want to be in the comments, you want to be part of the broadcast, come on, let me know. Just realize that it's all about the South. It's going to be broadcasted into 7 groups, okay?
Okay.
Take care.
All right, thanks, Randy. Wednesday morning, 10 o'clock. And you're welcome Wednesday morning at 10 o'clock, too.
Absolutely, if I can manage it.
And like I said, I don't think there will be a Thursday broadcast.
No, not for Thanksgiving.
Well, no, right. I will. Yeah, we won't be here for Thanksgiving, and I don't think there will be one from us.
Right.
Maybe a short one with good wishes for everybody. Go
Yes.
eat enough turkey and be with your family, be with your friends, and keep an ear on what's happening politically. But, maybe this is the year that nobody talks politics at their dinner table.
Wouldn't that be interesting?
I honestly don't know. I won't bring it up, so it won't be me. If someone else brings it up at the table, I assume that's an open invitation for me to get involved. But I'm not going to bring it up this year. Why? Because Black Friday shopping is more important to me because I'm trying to transplant a thought in as many people's heads as possible I want for Christmas. I know what other people want for Christmas, but I'm trying to transplant a thought into their heads as to what I want for Christmas. And unfortunately, it's two things that are it's my big present, as I used to say. And the funny thing about my big present is I used to joke in my growing up years that make it both my December Hanukkah present and make it my January birthday present.
There you go.
All in one. Then a girl who I had raised because I was involved with her mother at the time was born on Christmas Day and always thought she got treated or cheated was what I meant to say because both her birthday and Christmas
We're on the same day.
We're on the same day. So I think the tradition of an unbirthday, as they called it, in June or July happened every year. But,
Nice.
Well,
it's a good way to do it.
I don't know. I mean, if that's what you want to think, I guess I would. But honestly, I kind of disagree with it. But I don't know. I don't know everything. I just make it look like I do. Like the meme says, Dave knows everything, and if he doesn't, he makes something up.
Makes it up real fast.
Yeah, real fast. And I stole it from another Dave. It wasn't made for me. I stole it from another Dave.
Oh,
so that Dave might actually know everything. I'd like, there are so many people I have invited on lately that I don't think would come on. The president knows. I hope that he's always welcome. J.D. Vance knows. I hope that he's always welcome. But I'm not sure because at times I will trash talk Mr. Vice President Vance, and at other times I will be very highly complimentary. So I don't know if given the opportunity that person would come on. I'm more in wanting to have on people who do this professionally, the big boys and girls. It's like I really want to sit with Steve Bannon and do a show with Steve Bannon because he just says what he has to say. It's almost like he doesn't necessarily think about it. He just says it. And sometimes you have to be that way, and other times you have to be careful with how you say things or where you say things. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, and as we said earlier, we could have problems with both of them. But you know what? I've been on this interweb thingy for 43 years. We've done the broadcast for 5 years, I think. And like I said, I woke up this morning and I just didn't feel like talking politics.
Yeah.
We did a little bit, and we did, we mentioned Thanksgiving and Black Friday. What are people thinking for Black Friday? In my driving years, I was the driver on Black Friday, and I had to go look for a place to park or a spot to put the car. Well,
that's always tricky.
The shopping, and it was fine for me, but I don't drive anymore, so I can't do that unless you want to sit in front of my computer screen and watch.
Just sit in your driveway
and watch me drive. I promise if you want to see me drive off a cliff, I will. My 4-year-old will be 4-year-old grandson, and not mine. Our 4-year-old grandson was 2 years old, I think, at the time. Saw me drive off a cliff in what was supposed to look like San Francisco, and I think he thought it was the funniest thing he had ever seen. And it must have been something funny because his father, our youngest son, came in and had to take a picture of it so that I guess he could have a picture of it. I don't know why.
That's funny.
It was a police SUV that I hope I never see again because it didn't do what it was supposed to do. Anyway, it is 11:11, and I have to do something at 11:11, and so everything's going off at 11:11. And
all right. Well, it was fun, Dave. Once again.
And take a minute or two and tell everybody what you're up to.
Not a whole lot up here in Alaska. Just hanging out, doing the thing, watching the local fishes, making sure everything goes like it should. Started on my book. I got 3 of like 14 character models I got to get done. But yeah, everything's going good.
Yep, good. And hopefully one of these days we'll join you on the Rumble side.
Yes, that'd be good fun.
I wish I have to look a little further. I know you can bring a channel with you when you come into the broadcast, which means that you could come in and you could bring Rumble with you if that is where you are. I know William Rayfield is on the Patriots Lab Uncensored, and he comes in and he brings us everywhere. So, I know everybody can be everywhere, and that might be the best way to do it. But
right.
I still want to do it one night. Unfortunately, on the free side, which is where we are right now, you only get 6 people and and 2 destinations. But I don't know. Just get everybody.
Who knows what the future will hold?
Get everybody together. Well, the future is probably going to be that they're going to offer me a pill, and I'm going to wake up Tokyo Dave, and I'm going to do whatever they tell me to do, and I'm going to forget about life as it used to be, Or I'm going to wake up one day and I own the newspaper, I own the radio station, I own the TV station.
You're the minister of propaganda.
I own the limousine company because I didn't want a cab company. And,
right.
And as long as I behaved the way I was supposed to, I would behave. The only reason I'm not on the metaverse anymore is that the car that was given to me was $28,500 when it was new, but to buy one on the metaverse, it was $56,000.
Damn.
And I'm like, you're telling me I'm a rich guy. I own the radio station. I'm working on owning the TV station. I got a nice house, and then you tell me $56,000 for a car. I'm not, No, if it was a really nice car for $56,000, yeah, I might buy it and hire another driver.
Right.
But no. And at this point, because I can't drive because of the Parkinson's and the dementia, I'm not going to spend $56,000 on a car because I can't drive it.
Yeah, there'd be no point.
Right. Riding around in a $56,000 car might be great, but riding around in a $56,000 car isn't what I want to do.
Right.
So anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're welcome back anytime you want.
All right, boss man.
All
I
right.
might have to catch you later.
All right. Are you doing it or am I doing it?
I'm doing it.
You're doing it. Okay. I just don't like doing it anymore. It was fun in the beginning. Well, I used to call popping the parachute at the end of the broadcast and booting everybody off. But William Lockett was on today. We had a great time. Randy Rhodes was on. We had a great time. Randy Rhodes is All Roads Lead to Home Genealogy Services, and several other All Roads Lead to places that you want to read. Make sure, like he said, you were watching tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. for, I forget what the broadcast was called, but I know it deals with Southern stuff, and it's only going to be sent to Southern groups. You can write him on the COL Randall Rhodes page. You can message him, and he will tell you where it is. And you should watch, because it's going to be very good. It's going to be a lot of important information you might want to know. Michael Anthony, one of these days, we will convince him to come on, and it'll be a lot of fun, because that way I don't have to always make sure that I watch the chat room 100% so that I can key on his program, on his comments. Joseph Rapper, you're always welcome. David Novar, you are one of the smartest people I know. And I know when you and I are on the phone, you put up with a lot. Or when you and I are in messages, you put up with a lot. But put a box in front of your face if you have to. But I think having you on would be a very interesting time for everybody who is on and everybody who is in the chat room. So all I can tell you is the next Boogie with the Bull is Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. Again, on my profile and on the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel. I do know that some people have an issue with Facebook, the way it was set up, that they can't watch Boogie with the Bull if I put it on my profile. That's just the way they set it up. It wasn't to take people away from me or keep you from watching. That's just the way they set it up. If you fall into that category, please let me know, because there are several groups. There are a couple of groups I could move it to. There is one page I could move it to. I will not move it to the page so that everyone can watch. Why? Because on the page, you have to pay money to buy stars, and you need 200 stars to make you think that I saw your comment and or I'm going to read it. If I see your comment, I'm going to read it, or I'm going to put it on the screen, or I'm going to attempt to do something. Why? Because I don't think you should pay me money so that you can be seen and heard. If you watch and you're here and you have something to say, you need to say it. It's all that. It's just all of that. You just need to say it. David, I will always say great things about you. And yes, I will be in touch. We had some things we were going to do to update my Windows 10 Pro laptop, which I'm using now, which is Windows 10 Pro, and that just means that Microsoft doesn't support it any longer. It still means that you can use it, but you use it for everything or anything. They just don't support it any longer. I think you can push the security updates through Windows Defender for one additional year. Then they take it away from you, and I'm not sure what happens when they do. You have to find something else that works. And there are things that we can use that are just as good. So we may do that in the near future. Plus, I like to have someone who knows what they're doing every once in a while come on through AnyDesk and take a look just to make sure it is okay. Probably the computer that I'm going to have for a very long time. Very interesting situation. I guess I threw it into a box of yarn in Connecticut about, 5 years ago. And it went right to the shipping center. Right to the shipping, it was shipped right to the storage facility that we were using. And then when we moved, Donna was going through boxes and pulled it out of a box. And we don't know how it got there. I don't know why it got there, but it did. So I'm having a lot of fun in the Windows 10 Pro realm right now. We do use free Restream. That's why you see Restream in the upper right-hand corner of your screen, and you will always see it there. Sometimes there are technical issues, meaning that people got kicked off. I even got kicked off for a second. But all in all, I think they're the easiest to use, which is why I use them. As my issues get more difficult, there may be something easier. I don't know. But anyway, thank you for watching today. David Navarre and Michael Anthony and Joseph Rapper and Cat Coon was here watching at the beginning. So your homework assignment is bring a friend and have them watch and share if they want to. We don't force people to, but it helps. It shows that we're here. They should love us because we're not begging for money. We really aren't. When I can't afford to do it anymore, I won't do it. And right now, we moved it to doing it for free. So we really don't need any more money. But I do have that. It looks like this on both sides. And if you want it, it's in a shipping container ready to go. It is $20, $15 for the mug, $5 for shipping. And I don't know what we'll do with the $20. But no one has offered to buy it yet, so we don't have to worry about it. But anyway, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Okay? Agree to disagree on what you don't agree with, and agree to agree on what you do agree with. And the rule I'm saying is no politics at the table this year because there's so much other stuff to talk about. Black Friday's coming up, so you got a chance to talk about your Christmas list, what you want, what other people might want to get you. I don't know. I've been pretty much sticking to the one thing that I want: a steering wheel and a set of pedals. Why? Because I will drive myself out of here and have fun at the same time. The program I want, I can never remember, but I think it's free access, but I'm not sure. It's City Driving Simulator, I believe, where you can pick where you want to be and the car that you want to drive in. The truck driver one in Europe, I might actually look at that. I haven't really thought about that. But anyway, we're coming up on an hour and a half. So we're going to call it a day here for this Boogie with the Bull. And we will be back, like I said, Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. And if you want to be part of the broadcast, please let me know. We might do a Thursday thing tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern as a special Boogie with the Bull. If you want to be a part of that, let me know. And if you want to watch it, let me know. And that will help make the decision as to whether or not we do it. It will be for everybody on the nighttime side that doesn't see us on the nighttime side anymore. Just a special one time. And then you can come watch us at the daytime side if we're there. Anyway, I'm Dave Glovin. You're not. Double V's for victory. This Boogie with the Bull has come to an end. I'm told my endings are almost as long as the program. So I'm going to